Dogs are beloved members of our families and bring us so much joy and companionship. They are always by our side, loyal companions who love us unconditionally. But sometimes, they may be trying to tell us that something is wrong. In this video, we'll discuss some critical signs that your dog may be begging for help. One of the most obvious signs that your dog is in distress is excessive vocalization. If your dog is constantly whining, barking, or making other noises, it may be trying to communicate something to you. This could be a sign of pain, discomfort, or even anxiety. In general, dogs communicate through their body language and actions, but vocalization is their last resort when trying to get our attention. So if your dog is making a lot of noise, another important sign to watch for is changes in your dog's appetite. A sudden loss of appetite, or a marked decrease in the amount of food your dog is eating, can be a sign of an underlying health problem. Dogs that aren't feeling well often lose their appetite, so if your dog isn't as interested in its food as usual, it's time to take it to the vet. Lethargy and lack of energy can also indicate that something is wrong with your dog. If your dog is sleeping more than usual, or seems to have less energy than normal, it's important to have it checked out by a vet. Dogs are naturally active animals, and when they don't have energy, it may be a sign of something wrong with their health. Other signs to watch out for include changes in your dog's behavior, such as aggression or nervousness. If your dog is suddenly acting differently, it's important to take note of this change. It's also worth keeping an eye on your dog's coat. Changes in the condition of its coat, such as excessive shedding or dullness, can be signs of an underlying health problem. It's also important to keep an eye on any changes in your dog's bathroom habits. If your dog is having accidents in the house or going more or less frequently than usual, this can be a sign of a medical problem. Diarrhea, constipation, and bloody urine can also indicate health issues. In addition to these critical signs, there are other changes in your dog's behavior that can indicate that something is wrong. For example, if your dog is hiding more than usual or seems to be avoiding interactions with you or other members of your family, it could be a sign that they are in pain or discomfort. If you notice your dog limping or favoring one limb over another, it is also important to be aware of your dog's breathing patterns, as changes in breathing could indicate an underlying health problem, such as heart or lung disease. Also, if you notice your dog's gums are pale, blue or yellow, or if your dog is panting excessively or coughing, it's best to have them checked out by a vet. Another sign of your dog not feeling well is a change in their weight. If your dog is losing weight unexpectedly, it could be a sign of a metabolic disorder or a gastrointestinal problem. On the other hand, if your dog is gaining weight unexpectedly, it could be a sign of a hormonal imbalance or an underlying health condition. Ultimately, it's important to be aware of these critical signs and to trust your instincts if you think something is wrong with your dog. As a dog owner, you know your pet better than anyone else, so if you suspect that something isn't right, it's always best to get them checked out by a vet as soon as possible. It is also important to be aware of any changes in your dog's eyes and ears. If your dog's eyes are red, cloudy, or have a discharge, it could be a sign of an infection or an allergy. Similarly, if your dog's ears are red, swollen, or have a foul odor, it could be a sign of an ear infection or an allergy. These signs should be taken seriously and should be checked by a vet as soon as possible. It's also important to be aware of any changes in your dog's skin. This includes rashes, scabs, and excessive itching. These could be caused by parasites such as fleas or ticks, allergies, or even autoimmune diseases. And lastly, it is important to be aware of your dog's mobility. If your dog is having difficulty climbing stairs, jumping, or getting into the car, it could be a sign of arthritis or other joint problems. If your dog is having trouble standing up, or if they seem to be in pain when they move, it could be a sign of a nerve or muscle problem. Remember, prevention is key. Regular visits to the vet, healthy diet, and proper exercise are essential to maintaining your dog's health. As a pet owner, it is our responsibility to ensure that our furry companions are well taken care of, and to be vigilant in identifying any signs that our dog may be in distress, by being aware of these critical signs and taking action promptly. Thanks for watching. Remember to always pay attention to your dog's behavior and trust your instincts. If you suspect something is wrong, don't hesitate to take them to the vet. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos about dog health and well-being.